Yo, what's happening? Okay, this was my part two. This is my second video of my broken neck story. Just want to give everybody some insight. Anyways, just wanted to fill you in, yo, what the fuck? Because I remember people were texting me like, yo, school, what happened? I'm like, yo, I had a seizure. I fell through Miami and blah blah blah. And like, seizure, fuck. Anyways, real quick. In case you're wondering why I looked at, if you see me look down during a video, if you're paying that much attention, shout out to you. But due to my ADHD, I wrote everything down, and yeah, because I would just randomly start talking. I'm like, remember that one time? You weren't there, but it was this time in first grade. It was at a Christmas play, and then all of a sudden, like what the fuck? Yeah, it'll get that bad. But anyways, backstory. Randomly had a seizure 2006 in July. I was just getting home from work. I was working like 1 to 9:30. We used to go out Columbia. There was this one little bar. Can't remember the place. Anyways, I was ready to take a shower, and all of a sudden I was like, yo, I just felt real weird. So I went back in my room. Was like, let me just chill for a minute, relax. Next thing I know, paramedics in front of me, like, I just remember, like, what the hell? I was just like, and I remember, I was like, and my dad, he was standing there, and all of a sudden, I just remember him pointing at me, and I was just like, okay, like, alright, okay, I'm chilling, I am chilling, do what you must, paramedics. So, yeah, taking me to the hospital. I remember I went through like 4 IVs, like boom, 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 boom. It was the middle of a heat wave, so they thought I might have been dehydrated, whatever. I had to do X-rays, MRI. Okay. Then all of a sudden, I didn't have another seizure till 2007. I want to say maybe it was like October or so, but I was driving to work, so yeah. I just remember I was just in traffic. It's how we used to be in traffic. 10 and 2, everybody. But no, I remember I was sitting there, I was in some traffic. Next thing I know, I'm getting loading into an ambulance, and I remember I see my car like on the guardrail. I'm like, man, my baby. It was my 2005 Chevy Impala, my peanut butter lover. I just remember like, what the hell? I'm like, why? What's going on? So time goes by. Insurance through all that when get my car fixed type shit, but came to the point where I was like, okay, NVA was like, wait a minute, someone had a seizure while they were driving. What's going on? Your license is suspended. Fuck it. So my license got suspended. I didn't have insurance at the time. Just side note, let's pause for the calls. If you don't have insurance, please try and get insurance, just because like all the shit that I've been through, like, that shit helps. Like, you get a splinter, she gets infected, you don't have insurance, you go in the hospital, like, oh, you're fucked up. Got your insurance card? No, I don't have insurance. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Take care. Here's a Band-Aid. Bye. Like, the fuck? And then you get a bill for like $800. Like, wait, the fuck? So, insurance definitely does help. So, anyways, time goes by, my license gets suspended, and then since I didn't have any insurance, like, I was like, oh, about that test you wanted me to take. Huh? So, yeah. So, it took a little bit longer for me to get my shit back than it should have, because I didn't have insurance. So, I go through the process. I go through all these tests and stuff, because it was like the re-up year, like when you can re-enlist for your insurance, whatever. So I remember my sister stressing me. My mom was stressing me. It was just like my dad, my mom, my sister was just like, all right, I'm gonna get insurance, okay, shit, without the cursing. But so I get insurance, whatever. I go do all these tests, whatever. I just said whatever twice in the last 10 seconds. Anyways, I show that I'm not epileptic. So I remember I used to go back and forth with the lady who was in charge of the NVA medical stuff. So I go back and forth with her, emailing her all the time. All my results came through, and I remember she told me, I got the email like, you're gonna reinstate you for your license. So like, in the time, like maybe a year and a half had passed because I didn't have insurance, whatever. How many times have I just said that? I don't even know. Anyways, so that all that time has gone by. So maybe a year and a half of my dad driving me to work. I had a second job where I was working part-time. He used to drive me to work, pick me up after work, you know what I'm saying, take me to my second job. And then when I told him, I remember I called him to tell him after I got the email, like this is how we talk to people. In case somebody sees this in like 2078, be like, that's how they talk to the phone? Oh my God, it's crazy. Check their emails like this. This is how our phones were. Talk like this, check phones like this. But yeah, so I remember I called him. I was trying to tell him that I had, got permission to get my license back. Everything was good. And I just turned into a little emotional bitch. I'm not even gonna front. Like, it was crazy. I was really trying to be like, I was like, hey, he answered the phone, call ID. I don't know how y'all do it in 2078. He was like, hey, bud, what's going on? And I was like, hey, daddy. And all of a sudden, I went into like post-ass whipping voice. I tried to say, I got an email saying I can get my license back. I can drive again. And it turned into, I got an email. I can drive it. And I was trying to say, like I said, I was just trying to say I could drive again. My dad was like, I know, it's cool, it's okay. I can drive. And I was just so happy. And it was crazy as shit because, it takes me to NBA, go to NBA, take a picture again, whatever. And we get back in the car and he was like, you can drive. So I get behind the wheel, the peanut butter lover, my 05 Impala, and I go to start the car and he was like, I'm happy for you, son. And my dad was like, he looked at me, he was like, I'm happy for you, son, but don't fuck up again. And I was just like, oh. I mean, like, after that type of encouragement, who cannot strive for greatness? Don't fuck up again.